Would you like to host hummingbirds on your porch? Stay tuned. It's the Thoughtful Gardener, and I am super excited to show you how you can host pollinators on your porch. Today we're going to be putting together a hummingbird pot. There are certain things that hummingbirds love and you're going to want to include in your pot. The first thing you want to do is create a container that's at least 16 inches deep. That's going to give you enough space to allow you to put your plant in and have plenty of room for those roots to grow. The second thing you want to do is pick what's called the thriller. In this case, we're going to be using a black salvia. This is going to get between 18 and 36 inches tall, close to 3 feet tall. So you need to be prepared for how big it's going to be, not how big it is when you buy it. Now, when I got this one, you can see that it's extremely root bound. And so what I like to do with these plants is tease these roots apart. Now, it's really important that you get these roots to grow down. We're just trying to tease them. We're not trying to rip the root ball apart because we certainly don't want the plant to lose structure. But what you don't want is for those roots to go round and round because that will eventually kill the plant. Now, in some cases, you can take a sharp trowel and you can just create slits so that those roots go down. Do that, in this case, about 4 times. Say that teasing the roots is a lot like taking a girl with too tight shoes and having her switch over to flip-flops. It's much more comfortable for the plant, and you'll notice that right away they're super happy. Now, where should you position this in the pot? Well, certainly you could position it right here in the center. I had some sage that overwintered in this pot, so we're going to allow it to stay, and we are going to put it right here by that sage. I want it to be the back piece of this pot so it makes a real splash. The next thing we're going to plant is what's called the filler. In this case, this is a hummingbird magnet. It's called Kufea or cigar plant. You can see those little tiny flowers are throated or sort of a bugle or V shape. Hummingbirds find throated flowers really appealing, and so putting these in the pot is something they're going to love. Another favorite that you could use that they love come late fall is cardinal flower. It's a really pretty one. Or if you wanted to try a vine, there's actually a cardinal climber that they like as well. Now we've got room for one more filler, and I'm really digging this orange and blue combination. So I've got a really pretty dahlia here that I'm going to use. Now, dahlias are some of my favorite things I have in my own garden. So this is going to be repeated downstairs with more dahlias. You can see this guy's pretty root bound too. So you definitely want to make sure that you are teasing those roots like we talked about so that those roots will grow down. So this one was not as root bound as the last one, so I was able to just tease them apart with my fingers. The next thing you want to do is the spiller. So we've got thriller, filler, spiller. In this case, I absolutely love these. These are spreading lobelia. They're going to come right over the edge of the pot, and check out that blue color. Isn't it magnificent? This video is doing it no justice whatsoever. It's truly electric blue. Now this one's not really root bound whatsoever, so all I'm just going to do is just gently tease this one apart. The least intervention is really the best. And since we've got room, we're going to do one more spiller. So I'm pretty happy with this arrangement. What do you guys think? I I love to put these pots together. I've done tons for clients this spring, so it's been fun playing with colors, and definitely I like to bring in different things when I'm working with a client so I can let them choose what matches their house and their preferences. So we always have lots of different choices for them. Also too, you want to take into account the light that you're going to get. Now in this particular case, this porch gets lots of afternoon sun, and we had a similar pollinator pot right here. It sits right outside my husband's office, and he was like, there's hummingbirds on my porch, so it's really a delight for him to work and be able to visit with them too. If you wanted to do this for a butterfly, you could certainly do so. I definitely want to give them some host plants. So for swallowtails, something like parsley, dill, fennel, a bronze fennel would really look pretty spectacular in this pot. I also think if you wanted to do a monarch pot, you could use milkweed. So we'll do another session just for the butterflies. Now to finish this off, we're going to fill this up with topsoil. Now I didn't tell you, but at the beginning of this, before I got started, I removed about 1/3 of the soil in this pot. And that way I can add some new soil. You certainly don't have to start from scratch every year. You can, but that's extremely expensive and pretty much unnecessary. You can revitalize old potting mix by adding about 1/3 to the top where the plants are going to go. And then you want to top it off. So I like to use a mulch. It's actually cocoa bean mulch. Smells wonderful, but I will warn you, if you've got pets or small children, it smells like chocolate. So you definitely do not want to use it if you've got animals that might try to eat it. But I find it's really great. Once you water it, it kind of makes a mat, and that way it also helps keep it cool all the rest of the summer. That's going to help you from a standpoint of having to water it so much. So I hope this has been very, very helpful for you. I'd love to make some videos that you're interested in. If you leave me a message in the comments of things you'd like to see, I'll try to accommodate any gardening video that you ask for. Garden thoughtfully and take care.